unseen historical photographs with haunting backstories. History has a way of preserving the extraordinary, the mundane, and the macabre. Here are unsettling glimpses into moments frozen in time, some tragic, others bizarre, and all disturbingly thought-provoking. The Wooden Cage Execution, 1930. In a grim Chinese street scene from the early 1930s, a man convicted of murder stands confined within a wooden cage. His punishment is not a swift execution, but a slow, agonizing death by thirst, starvation, and exposure. Passersby avoid his hollow, pleading gaze, some too afraid to intervene, others resigned to the brutal justice of the time. With each passing day, his cries grow weaker until silence falls. A chilling reminder of humanity's capacity for cruelty. The Peanut Vendor's Suit. 1890, a peculiar image from the late 19th century shows a peanut vendor dressed head to toe in a suit fashioned from peanuts. The man's face is expressionless, as if resigned to this strange spectacle that must have been a marketing gimmick. But the uncanny sight raises questions. Was this his choice or the will of an exploitative employer? The lifeless eyes of the man in the suit tell a story of desperation veiled beneath a whimsical facade. The Mother's Shame, 1948. In Chicago, a haunting photograph captures a mother covering her face with trembling hands as her children stare blankly at the camera. She has placed them up for sale, unable to support them in post-war poverty. The children's expressions betray no understanding of their fate, but the weight of their mother's anguish fills the frame. The sign reads, "For children for sale, inquire within." What happened to these children, sold like commodities, remains a mystery that lingers like a ghost. Hiroshima Survivors Triumph, 1951. Shagi Tanaka, a survivor of the Hiroshima atomic bomb, crosses the finish line of the Boston Marathon in 1951, his body a testament to resilience against the impossible. But in the photo, his shadow appears unnervingly distorted. Some say it resembles the ominous mushroom cloud that altered his life forever. The image feels cursed, as though the weight of the bomb's legacy followed him even in triumph. The Beanie Baby Divorce, 1999. A bizarre courtroom photograph from the late 1990s shows a divorcing couple kneeling on the floor, dividing a pile of Beanie Babies. The toys, once the pinnacle of collectible hype, scatter across the floor like remnants of a shattered marriage. The absurdity is eclipsed by the couple's dead-eyed expressions, as though this act of division was more symbolic than it seemed, a surreal snapshot of the banality of human greed. The Bucket Mother, early 1900s. In a rural Japanese village, a photograph captures a mother balancing a large wooden bucket on her head, her children peeking out from within. Their faces are eerily blank, almost doll-like, as though they are more possessions than offspring. The mother walks barefoot through the dust, her back unnaturally straight under the weight of the load. The eerie stillness of the image suggests a life defined by endless toil, where even love becomes a burden to carry. A seemingly light-hearted comparison of McDonald's Big Macs over the decades takes a dark turn when viewed through a different lens. The once massive burger, a symbol of abundance, has withered into a smaller, less satisfying version of itself. The changing sizes reflect not just corporate greed, but a culture of diminishing expectations, a metaphor for how society grows accustomed to receiving less while paying more. The 8-year-old coal miner, early 1900s. A haunting photo from early 20th century Utah shows an 8-year-old boy emerging from the dark depths of a coal mine. His face is smudged with soot, his expression far older than his years. Behind him looms the yawning blackness of the mine, a literal and metaphorical void. The boy's gaunt figure stands as a stark reminder of a time when childhoods were sacrificed to industry and innocence was buried beneath the earth. These photos, though, still speak volumes, whispering tales of hardship, endurance, and the eerie fragility of the human condition.